Warning, warning. Two idiots are reading the SCP files over the intercom. Please cover your ears and await further instructions.
Hello, welcome back to Discovering TD with me, Anthony.
And me, Darnie. Hi.
Hi.
So, you might have forgotten because we changed the name of this podcast, but occasionally we do still read SCPs every now and then.
Can I ask a question but as well? Unrelated.
Yeah.
Why don't we see
sure.
Hypersonic anymore in the Sonic games? Did you know about Hypersonic?
No, tell me about Hypersonic.
Well, you know he goes supersonic, of course. I assume that.
Yeah, he's like Super Saiyan, and he's like all golden, and he's got the chaos
Hypersonic is the next level up that you rarely is. I think he's depicted as using like once. And
he's depicted as using what?
The power of all 7 super emeralds, which, well, he uses this form like in like 2 games, I think. And that's when the chaos emeralds get powered up into the super emeralds, and he becomes hypersonic.
What does hypersonic do?
I think he's just like the ultimate being.
He's just God.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can see why they don't bring that back.
But why doesn't he?
Because he's too strong in that form. Also, I assume the super emeralds, since their chaos emeralds powered up, is like a rare occurrence. It's like a thing. It's a big setup.
I guess.
You know.
I guess if he's satisfied with that weak body.
Also, do you really want power creep in the Sonic universe? Like, do you want every game? Because then eventually they have to top hypersonic,
ultrasonic,
ultrasonic instinct. Speaking of Sonic, have you seen that clip floating around? I don't know if it's for a game or a TV show, but it's like Shadow beating the fuck out of a robot.
I've not seen that one. I thought you might just tell me the Flames of Disaster.
No, it's like I keep seeing this clip everywhere, and it's like this crazy fight choreography between like Shadow
and yeah, when he's fighting the copy robot. Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, what is that? What's it from?
I don't know. I think it's like a YouTube short. I'm pretty sure.
A YouTube short.
Yeah, because they released the new Sonic X Shadow game.
Yeah, so really?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I've got lots of friends that are into Sonic, so I catch some of this stuff.
I only have one friend who's into Sonic, and I haven't gotten to talk to him in a while.
My entire friend group, like in high school, was all into Sonic except for me.
How is it that you surrounded yourself with autistic people, despite the fact that you hate them?
I was about to say something truly out of pocket that I can't say.
I was about to say something truly out of pocket, but then I remembered the recording was on.
Yeah, but I still want to say it, but I can't say it. There's no way I can say it.
You'll have to DM it to me, and then I'll say it.
Okay, you can judge.
Okay, go ahead. Well, come on, live a little.
That's what I was about to say.
I'm scared. Wait, that's not so bad. What does that even mean? oh, I see that you would be like ruling over them. Yeah, sure, why not?
Well, what I was going to say, because it's pretty much obvious what I was going to say now, is in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. This is also a cell phone, keep in mind, because I'm admitting that I'm missing one eye.
I'm sure. Okay.
I'm no better.
I'm contacting all your friends on Facebook and letting them know what you have to say about them. No, but we've stalled enough. We've delayed, but you have brought us back to the wiki. What are we reading today?
I didn't come with much of a plan here, but I thought we'd check out. We'll see what we've been missing out on.
Okay. So you wanted us to read the new stuff. How do we do that again?
New pages on the side.
Boop. All right, it's loading. Recent SCPs, tales, GOIs.
Let's just check out the most recent SCP to begin with.
Okay, so the most recent one looks to be 8338 from the Green Notebook, posted today.
This is fresh off the presses.
Who's this by? Let's take a look. This is by Dr. Clavel. That's not a name I'm familiar with.
Dr. Clavel himself. Isn't that a Pokemon character?
Is it someone you know? I'm guessing this is someone new to the wiki, because I also noticed this article doesn't have an upvote thing at the top.
Everyone has a first article.
Yeah, I'm not going to judge on that alone. How do you rate, though? At the bottom? Okay, you can get it at the bottom.
That's the workaround. They can't get downvoted.
That's smart. All right, SCP-8338 from the Green Notebook. Take it away.
Item number, SCP-8838. Object class. Get ready for this one. Safe.
Oh, guys, you remember just like we used to say.
Cheers. You said it. You said the thing.
Soy Jack pointing at our own video.
I'm there crossing my arms as they Soy Jack point at me.
Remember 2 years ago when we used to say safe? Oh, I remember. Dubious. All right, continue, please.
Metal containment procedures. How can we help? SCP-8338 is kept atop of a wooden desk. Why did I say that? Inside blank. It has a glass box on top of it for safety measures. It doesn't require any special containment method. Fantastic and easy one. It is advised to not be used other than testing purposes.
Presumably other than for testing purposes.
Right. Yeah.
You ready for the description?
I'm absolutely ready. How can... Sorry. Let me get... I need to head towards the description. I'll grab my stuff. Description.
What do you do? What is this?
Is
this like the late stages of some illness?
Don't you remember these famous lines?
You're just talking to like shadow people now. What's happening?
We are off. Do you not remember?
What the
do these words mean nothing to you? To your two
None of this means anything.
I wonder what's so confused.
Okay, that has to be from like Zelda CDI.
Yeah,
you did it in
Zelda
the voice.
CDI.
Oh, okay. I forgot you were you. Somewhere deep inside of you, there's always going to be Zelda CDI.
Whoa! What are all those heads? These are the faces of evil.
This would bang in like 2015 YouTube.
No, they're making a comeback.
They're really not. You're just old. You're so old.
I'm not old, you fucking child, you whelp. You're 1,000 years too young to take me on.
Are you not about to be 29?
No.
That's almost 30.
I'm almost 23.
Okay. It's okay. We can lie to ourselves.
Once I turn 29, I become the kind of character that can go like, it's 1,000 years too soon for you to be taking me on.
Yeah, okay, Grandpa, let's get you to bed.
It's going to be sad because now, like, I'm no longer prime Tanhony.
Yeah, you're like past
for power scaling. For power scaling purposes, I'm no longer prime honey.
This is no longer base honey. This is like aged honey.
No. But
honey retired.
Isn't the thing meant to be like you get more skill but less strong? Maybe I'm more skilled.
Yeah, but when's the last time you wrote an SCP article?
Maybe I write fiction now. Maybe I write stories.
Do you?
What do you mean? Yeah. Yeah, of course I fucking do.
You write one story, and it's a pretty good one, but it's only one story.
You write it then.
Stories. What? No, you said stories, plural. It's one story.
Oda doesn't get this shit.
Tinny chinky. Where are we reading this article?
Yeah, sorry. Squad allow, we're up.
Oh my god, this is what you're gonna sound like in the nursing home.
I just don't see YouTube poop shit. Well, some of it can apply. I can be like, I wonder what's for dinner.
No! Grandpa Tanhoney, look, I'm gonna be a writer just like you. Tears in their eyes, and you're like, squad allow.
I'm gonna be a writer like you. How can we help?
It's so over.
They wouldn't realise because all the phrases sort of apply.
Like, we're joking, but there is some brain rot that's so deep in my soul. I feel like they will just be like my old person, like sundown phrases. You know what I mean? Like, it's too late to change course.
At that point, that's when I like get the secret substance that turns me back into Prime Honey for the final battle.
For Shanja, you're like, I took the pill I needed. Just what I needed.
He's like, oh, it's great being young, and then I like flick away a city.
What happens if you turn immortal, but like your mind's already gone? Does it undo that?
It depends on the variety of immortality, I would imagine. Like, do you get regeneration?
Because like you only get cleansed with your iron body, right? So like,
in Cradle, yes. Well,
Cradle, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think yes, you get a new body with iron. That's what you're building the foundation on. Because there was that Underlord who was old.
Yeah. Exactly.
We're not talking about Cradle, so you need to understand this following conversation. Please read Cradle.
So like the only I know you're aging kind of slow once you hit Sage Herald, they imply. It's just like, I don't know. But like, what if you like, by the time you reach that, you're already like gone and you just hit your advancement?
Into Sage
They never
Herald,
talk about that. Yeah, into Sage Herald.
I think pretty sure with each advancement, you do get a little bit fresher.
That's true. They mention your lifeline gets restored anyway.
Yes, so I think there's like something about you become more like your idealized self, like your inner image of yourself.
What if there was a different version of Cradle called Cradle Capricorn where Yiren died before reaching Underlord from her lifeline?
Maybe one chapter of it will almost be written.
Yeah, and then Lyndon goes evil mode. The villain advances.
Ethan with tears in his eyes, like, what is that power? He's like, this is the evil icon.
Think about that world, because Orthos just left, right? Yiren's dead. Mercy probably goes back with her mom or whatever. And then Lyndon's just like, actually, I think I'll try my hand at
uses
fascism.
too much black flame and goes crazy mode.
Yeah, exactly. And then, oh no,
he goes
burns up Little Blue. This is nonsense. Let's read the description now.
Description.
Sorry, Dr. Cloudman.
I just know. What the hell? Have you noticed? Look, isn't it
What?
The colon's
It's
like
so
weirdly misaligned?
Actually, now that you mention it, they are like a little bit up.
What's going
from
on?
the bottom.
Absolute shit.
Hold on. How did they do that?
That's how...
They like lowered the word behind the colon. The colon's like up a bit.
What the hell?
Okay, everyone go look
It's
at
a
this
psychological horror already.
scp-wiki.wiki.com/scp-8338 and take a look at this.
You might want to be quick about it.
He thought he dodged a bullet, but I was a fucking bullet bill.
What?
All right, I'm gonna read this because I can't trust
sundown
Honey too. Yeah. Description: SCP-8338 is a notebook with a green cover, 29.7 centimeters in height and 21 centimeters in width. It is no manufacturer. On its cover, the words "From the Green Notebook" are written. When a story is written in it, the person who picks up the notebook enters a trans-like state.
Congratulations.
I love that. Congratulations.
Well, it's trans-like, so not trans, but just sort of.
It's just somewhere between trans and cis.
I see.
the transitory stage. Yeah, aw.
Well, that may be controversial.
Is it? I don't know enough. You're probably fine.
I'm sorry, everyone.
I don't think you clearly don't mean any harm. I don't think anyone gives a swag.
I mean harm in various ways, but not in this case.
He's so worried.
I'm sorry.
I was telling people, I think I love about Aethereal Space. Anomalous, edit this out for spoilers. Anyway, Anomalous, you can now unspoiler. Thank you. Anyway, but it is very funny because I tell people now and they love this, unironically. I'm like, if you see a gay ship in Aethereal Space, it's going to go great. If you see a straight ship, start praying. Don't get attached.
Pick a god and pray.
Yeah, it's over. Each word written equals 1 second in the real world. What? For example, if there is 120 words written, the person who picks up the notebook will be in a trans-like state for 2 minutes. In this scenario, the one who picks up the notebook is referred to as SCP-8338-B. If the words written on the notebook are meaningless, the SCP-8338-B dies on the spot. Okay, sure. So it's like a better death note. The last thing seen by many a hetero. He sent me the image of the wolf, who is a libertarian, I think, wielding a hammer that says logic.
So I think if I understand what's going on, so if you write a story in the notebook, you go into a trans-like state, congratulations. But you also go in the trans, you're in the story. In the trance, sorry.
Is it supposed to be trans, do you think? Or is it trans?
Definitely don't meant to be trans. No doubt about it.
I don't know. It's the SCP Wiki. It could be.
Yeah, but obviously from context.
In this scenario... Okay, while in the trans-like state, the SCP experiences the story written like it is real life. It returns believing that they are the person in the story. Memories of the real life state to come back after 62 hours and 53 minutes.
Where would you go with the trans notebook? Where would you
So this is like the... What's that thing, the people who believe that their like daydreams are like transporting? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. Shifters.
Shifters.
Well, you killed Draco Malfoy.
I appreciate... Here's what I have to tell you, based on my knowledge of the Foundation, right? And I know the canon's what you believe it is. I like the idea, right? It's like you write a story and they enter a state where they experience it, but the fact that you added the part where if it doesn't make sense, they die, I feel like this would solely be used with like write a 1-sentence gibberish line and like kill people off instantly. It's like the ultimate execution. 682 is like, finally, nothing can stop me. You throw the book at him.
It's like, we killed him. And you say, wait, it's adding grammar.
Hold on, wait a minute. It starts writing a fanfiction.
It's like, oh my god, he's cooking.
He's cooking. He's extrapolating from the source material. What?
I mean, a scene cuts to 682 like in the void, like with flaming pen writing.
Yeah, it's like those scenes from Sherlock with all the letters and numbers.
The doctor's like, someone cooked here.
I don't know. Like, I just feel like that's the ultimate killing tool. It's so little effort. And so
I got the
easy
fucking
to
ultimate
use.
killing tool. It's a gun.
Oh, okay, sure, buddy.
What do you mean?
The SCP that's worthless.
Yeah, but the only thing stronger than the gun is the child of John Gatling, whatever his name was, the Gatling gun. Because he fought. Do you remember we talked about this once? That he fought. His gun was so scary that people would stop fighting.
Yeah. Wait, is this real?
Yeah, it's real.
That's cool.
He was like, no one will want to use the Gatling gun.
That didn't work out.
Yeah, it was a hit.
Oh yeah, I remember we talked about this when we were designing servants, because it was like, I learned reading the article, he's like, I made this gun because it's so scary, no one will like want to fight and it'll bring peace. It's like, no, it just brought untold destruction.
He walked so Oppenheimer could run.
Pretty much.
Gatling was like, I'll make the blueprint. I was like, I'll do the praxis.
No. Fuck you. After the SCP-B wakes up, the pages that have the story burn. The notebook regenerates the pages that have been lost. So why does this need to be a notebook is my question. What's the benefit of this?
Well,
if the pages are burnt and then regenerated, why can't this just be like a computer program?
Well, because it's a different vibe. If like I'm typing on a computer, it's a different vibe from Alan Wake writing with his big pen.
Yeah, but everything you write gets destroyed, so there's no record.
Yeah, but then the pages come back, so it's just for aesthetic, really.
Shaking my head.
I mean, like, it is purely for the vibes, I think, because, like, Death Note, if you could just type it in on a Word document, would not hit the same.
That's true.
Imagine going, like, like, it looks like he's just raging on the internet.
Click, 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 click. I'll type it. His full name.
It's like, light, you have an exam. Go away, Mom, and create a new world.
Chimcrack? SCP-8338 Test 3. The story written was a futuristic one. In the story, the Class D knew how to build a teleportation device. When it returned, it couldn't remember how to build one. The conclusion Dr. Clavel reached was, things that are not real in our world can't be made real just because 8338 altered with a human brain.
Well, that's not
this is a problem for me because they already have teleportation, I think, in this world.
But I think that was a weird conclusion to come to, because surely if that was the case, he would just come back with a non-working method for how to build it.
That's a good point.
Like, he would have something, but it just wouldn't work.
Yeah. 8338 Test 4. In this test, Dr. Clavel tried to make the Class D remember his real life 2 hours after he returned. The Class D couldn't remember anything for 60 hours and 53 minutes. After this time period passed, the Class D could easily remember his real life. Oh, so it's 2 hours earlier. After remembering, the Class D fell into depression. Jesus.
Oh, he was happy. It was like in Death Note when Light loses his memories. Where he's like, I would never do mean things.
Yeah, I'm just Light.
And then he's like,
yeah, he was literally just he was just like a kid before he got handed untold power.
Yeah, if I got that untold power, I would use it responsibly. Smile.
I wouldn't. I would kill everyone that pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie.
No, because they get caught.
Because it's not the same as like killing someone with a gun or a knife, right? It's like I write their name in a book. I don't even have to feel that or think about it. If I was Light's age and I got that notebook, I would become awful. Like obviously now as an adult and with like empathy and thinking skills, I'm different. But like I don't know. I feel like a teenager with a Death Note would go nutty with it. Most of them. I don't know. It's just like that's why they have Gods of Death handle it, you know, and they gamble all day because they're bored.
I don't know. Like you probably won't be able to handle it, but I think I would.
That's like a little known thing in Death Note. They don't like stray on because you know the story's about like you know all the like thinking and the like thriller of it. But they're just like there's all these Gods of Death, but instead of doing anything, they just like dick around and gamble because they're bored. They just fuck off. They don't pay attention to what's going on down there. No one gives a shit that he dropped the Death Note. Like, what the fuck are they? Why do they exist?
No, they
What's
don't
the
know.
purpose
That's
of that
insane.
plot?
It's like no one even knows why we exist.
Yeah, they're just like, whatever. Let's roll some dice, brother.
Roll some more skulls.
Shinigami would have loved modern video games.
Oh, damn. If he waited just a couple more years.
They would have loved tabletop gaming. All right. Test 5. The Class D that returned started to question what is wrong and what is right. 7 days after her memories fully returned, she choked herself to death.
Or with her hands.
I guess.
Why are you little?
Kind of. I can't take it anymore.
Was there anything like weird in the story, and then just come back and was like, I don't know what's right anymore?
Test 7. The Scent Class D didn't know how to use a bow, and the written story of Class D was a medieval misspelled.
Imagine not being able to use a bow. Have you fired
That's
a bow?
what I'm saying. I actually have many a time. So when I was in elementary school, I actually swapped schools a lot as a kid. But one of the ones I went to had like an archery like session and like team, and we would do archery in gym. So I have in fact fired a bow. I've
also fired a bow. I didn't do it for 2 years. I wasn't like you all Emiya Shiro over here. But I fired it once in my life. I'm pretty sure, and my hand-eye coordination is awful, and I did not fire a second one.
I can tell because I played shooters with you. So
but you'll see sometimes I lock in on shooters though.
Sure.
You didn't see me when Overwatch was big. You did not see me. You did not know who I was.
Well, Overwatch 2 is out, and we can play it anytime you want.
No, I don't fucking joke about that.
It's because he's close. It's because he's close to 30 viewers. It's over. They're only going to get worse from here.
Prime Tannin was so good at Overwatch.
Okay, name one character from Overwatch.
Walton. No, Hammond his actual name is. Sorry, Hammond.
Oh my god! He's so good.
No, I only call him that because as an in-joke with my group of Sonic-liking friends, I called him Walton instead.
Sure. You know who's cracked with a bow, I've heard, is Tinks.
Oh,
sure.
Yeah,
yeah, Hanzo, the imaginary character from Overwatch. That's exactly who I had in my mind.
It's so sad what became of Overwatch.
Yeah. The worst part is my friend, I lost the bet and he made me install it and he still hasn't played it with me, so it's just on my computer and I haven't opened it. I'm just like not sure what to do about it.
I never even
do I dishonor the bet if I uninstall it? I don't know. Test 7. The Scent Class D didn't... Oh, sorry. When the Class D came back, it had learned how to use a bow and a sword.
Wow, a sword too. Did it know how to use an arrow?
That's a problem. Test 12. In this test, Dr. Clavel wrote the same stories with different types of pencils. The results didn't chance, except for one of them. When an invisible pen was used, the Class D's memories returned after 68 hours and 34 minutes, resulting in a 341-minute chance in the memory recovery time.
I think they mean invisible ink, not an invisible pen.
Yeah. Well, you can't see the pen. Fuck you.
You can't see the pen, but you can see the ink. So there's no real point in having it be invisible.
Test 16. In this test, the Class D tried to rip off a page off.
Who's got a page off the notebook? You idiot!
This resulted in the page burning itself. Then the Class D tried to cut it with scissors. This time the page didn't burn, but the page didn't have the effects of 8338. The notebook regenerated the pages it lost shortly after.
This is a very good ending.
No, that's not the ending.
No, I was read the ending. This is very good.
Dr. Clavel requested that the room containing S8338 is green. He also requested for a green desk, green chair, and a green lamp inside the chamber. When asked why, he simply said, "Why? Well, it looks cool, doesn't it?"
Based.
So I'm not going to be super mean about this because I think this might have been written by a younger fan who was used to like Series 1 stuff and they had a cool idea for Doctor. Yeah. As always, I think it's really cool that when anyone puts themselves out there in any state, no matter the state of the writing. So like, please don't hate or clown. Good on you. I hope you continue improving your craft. There were some, obvious flaws, obviously, but I don't want to be harsh on this because I think this was maybe written by a younger person. So I think we just leave it there with a.
It was an interesting concept. I like it was explored in interesting ways. I liked it.
Yeah,
I found joy.
Yeah, it's the thing that sparks joy.
Yeah,
you did it. Hey, and that guy's never felt joy in his whole life. You can be proud of that.
This is like Ratatouille when the critic eats the thing and flashes back to when he was a child.
All right, are you ready for SCP-7114? Whoa, what the hell? SCP-7114 looks sick. Oh, it's way too long.
Yeah, I did glance at it. It's maybe a bit
Whoa, but this looks cool. What? Hold up. Can we save this for like a next time?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm bookmarking this. That looks sick as hell.
Let's try 8805 then.
Alright, let me... 800-8805. Warning, the following file is... Oh, alright.
Warning, 2 idiots.
Oh, that's us. This was written by account deleted. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign.
That was quick.
They posted it today. Hold on, if they posted it today and their account was deleted, that kind of makes me worried. Do you think this is like a troll thing? Should we read this?
I glanced through, it doesn't look like a troll. That is extremely funny.
Why would they immediately delete their account?
Based.
That's like next level anxiety.
I fled the scene.
Alright, okay. But I'm alright, but I'm okay. I don't need your help anyway.
Is that the name of the article?
No, it's a song. Okay, you're reading this, right?
Yeah, sure. I can do anything.
Yeah.
Even with this decaying body of mine. Warning, the following file is level 6/8805 classified. Any attempt to access this file at level 6/8805 authorization will be logged and will lead to immediate termination. Will kill you. Good luck. Item 8805, level 6. Level 6.
Yeah.
Cosmic top secrets.
You like stuttered there for a second.
I was scared.
Did they have to reboot your brain?
I was scared. Containment class esoteric.
Is Cosmic Top Secret an actual rating, by the way?
I don't know. Well, it is. It's right there. Look with your eyes. Look with your special eyes. Remember that meme?
I don't. You keep saying things, Grandpa. I don't know.
My brand. It's my brand. It's special eyes. Remember? Surely you know from his brand. That's my brand.
Scottledoo, or whatever the fuck.
What?
Scottledoo.
You
That's the thing
about?
you say, right?
No.
The Zelda thing. How's it go?
Squadala, we are off.
Squadala.
Destruction class. Amida. Risk class. Risk class critical. Special containment procedures. The SCPs are continuously monitored through all available surveillance systems at Site 47. Personnel assigned to the SCP must undergo mandatory psychological evaluations bi-weekly, congratulations, and carry emergency evacuation kits at all times. The Iron Maiden structure, -2, is secured in a reinforced containment chamber, accessible only to level 4 personnel and above. Unauthorized personnel are prohibited from any interaction with -2.
Don't even think about it, shit lips.
I'll kill you. In the event of a containment breach or impending -1 event, Site 47 must initiate Protocol Theta 37, Sundering. Oh shit, don't sunder me.
No. That kind of goes hard, I'm not gonna lie. The sundering?
All personnel are to... Sundering! Sundering! It's coming! Sundering! Sundering!
What?
It's the Attack on Titan OP. Rumbling!
Is it?
Rumbling! It's coming! This guy, he doesn't know anything!
Sorry, I read the manga. I don't watch anime these days.
The guy doesn't even know Skippity Toilet.
I don't. I should learn, though. Probably.
Doesn't even know anything. Hold on, my dog wants to leave this chamber. I need you to release it.
Okay. Opening the chamber. So, anyone heard about Modang? The baby hippo?
Here in Parkour Civilization, no one takes the beef.
Is this the dog? Is that what you said?
Yeah. It's sent into Parkour prison.
Damn. I release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin.
What?
I release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin.
Blinding laser.
Blinding laser or
Yeah.
blinding laser?
Blinding laser. You're blind now. I blinded you.
Okay. You have to keep reading then. I can't read.
Description. The SCP refers to a reality-altering event, designated -1, so -1 refers to a reality-altering event, characterized by the implosion of physical reality itself.
Hell yes.
Sounds serious. -1 events manifest sporadically with no discernible pattern and are marked by extreme gravitational fluctuations, temporal distortions, and psychological phenomena such as mass panic and existential dread among affected individuals. -2 is an ancient Iron Maiden-like structure, approximately 2 meters in height and 1.5 meters in width, composed of an unknown alloy that resists most
Oh my god! You know what's funny is you like learned how to read again until we came back to SCP, and you're having like PTSD.
I have an allergic reaction. Resist most forms of damage. -2 appears to be a remnant of a failed ritual aimed at preventing -1 events. When activated, -2 can temporarily stabilize the surrounding reality, holding the progression of -1 for a limited duration. Excuse me. -2 manifested in museum. In Data Expunged, a journal was found next to the SCP when it first manifested. Why is it never woman-manifested? Do you think about that?
That's a good point. I have thought about that, and I'm glad you pointed it out.
It is listed in Addendum XXXXA. Protocol Theta 37, Sundering. In the event of containment breach or impending SCP-1 events, Protocol Eta 37, known as Sundering, is to be initiated immediately. All personnel within Site 47 are to execute a structured evacuation while maintaining constant communication with SCP Foundation Command. Each team is required to follow pre-established evacuation routes and rendezvous points, ensuring that all individuals are accounted for. Under no circumstances should personnel attempt to engage or confront -2. What do you mean? I thought we were an Iron Maiden. What do you mean, engage or confront it? Is it waddling around?
Oh, this one's giving me a headache.
Unless oh my god, are you okay?
No, I'm dying.
Unless explicitly ordered by Level 4 Command. If an -1 event is confirmed, all efforts must focus on preserving life and maintaining site integrity. Personnel are instructed to prioritise their safety and the safety of their colleagues over the containment of -2. Who the fuck are you and what did you do to the SCP Foundation?
That's what I'm saying.
They would never say that. my oomph would never.
They would say, put that chair in the wood chipper, buddy.
they would.
We fucking kill in the light so we can live in the dark.
We can kill the pirates. Forget about your comrades. We're throwing away human lives.
Firing squad on 20 civilians. We die in the dark so you can live in the light.
It's like, hold on, before we do the public execution, who's that over there? And then we'd see a silhouette walking slowly, go, dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, it's Straw Hat Luffy.
Do you think Straw Hat Luffy would topple the Foundation?
Absolutely.
Yeah, not even a contest.
Dr. Gears versus one Jet Gatling, no contest.
Oh my god. As soon as he pulls out Gear 2, it's over.
Oh, but then again, Dr. Gears did eat the Gear fruits.
Oh, shit.
Your rubber fists will get trapped in my cogs and crushed, Straw Hat Luffy. If we do One Piece Foundation, it's like Clef, Gears, and I don't know, someone else, like the fucking Admirals. Admiral Gears.
But I still have my friends. Have you seen that?
No.
Is that a real panel? It's like the secret world leaders, and the one guy's like, but I still have my friends, no. And it cuts to all of them.
No,
you haven't seen that?
Parody of a real panel. This Luffy's meant to be saying that. Should communication Foundation Command be lost? Teams to implement lockdown procedures and await further instructions, ensuring all emergency evacuation kits are readily accessible. I've been reading a lot of One Piece lately. I finished the war arc today. It was fucking peak. It was amazing.
Wow, I'm happy.
I actually cried. I don't really cry often, but I cried.
I know you don't cry often, so that's big. I have something that'll also make you cry. Check your DMs. I still have my friend. Who's the shadow guy? Is that Iruma?
It's Imu. That is not his friend.
I still have my friends. They'll help him. If One Piece even made you cry, I mean, One Piece made me cry during Enies Lobby. That was real shit. I think that's a shonen gets positive.
Yeah.
That really nailed the core theme of friendship in a way I don't think a lot of media does. I want to live! Iruma! I don't know who Iruma is. I've just seen one scene where he's kill a country about it.
He's fucking, he's great. He's so good.
Who is he?
I can't tell you. Spoilers. Massive spoilers.
Indeed. I'll just get Sobek to tell me. He would love to yap about One Piece.
I would tell you, but if I tell you, I'm telling everyone else listening, and they may not want me to tell them.
Oh, you're such a hero. All right. We should probably either continue reading this or drop it for something else. Or what are your thoughts?
Well, we're almost to like the prose bit, so let's get there and see how we like it.
Yeah.
So, to communications with Foundation Command be lost, teams had to implement lockdown procedures and await further instructions, ensuring all emergency evacuation kits are readily accessible. 051, like, I still have my friends. 0513, like, I want to live.
They're all like cutting in, smiling. Of course, we'll help.
Well, the fucking the 5 elders in One Piece are basically like the 05 council.
Yeah, if you think about it.
And then the administrator.
Then you have Iruma.
It's like, we should cache the weapons somewhere with trees like New York City.
Drop 682 on New York.
It's like, why New York City? He moves like that. It's close. That's the reason he gives them the actual
I'm starting
story.
to think they might not be good guys.
What do you mean? The world government may not have my best interests at heart?
These guys are giving me villain vibes.
Oh, you misunderstand. Those big gates, those big ominous gates, those are the gates of justice. That's just as good.
You're right.
Right, should we popcorn these journal entries then? And find out what happened to cadet researcher Alex, this Marine cadet. Shall we discover what happened to them?
9:15 a.m. I can't believe I'm writing this. The shadows seem to stretch longer and deeper. What the hell? There's nothing showing up.
I can't believe I'm writing this.
There's words on the page, but it feels like there's nothing in my hand.
He's just going insane immediately from like nothing.
We're going to the dark.
Don't come out! Don't come out!
The Foundation was right. Humanity wasn't ready for the invisible pen.
His eyes, he's like got the flame of frenzy in his eyes.
Immediately lost all his sanity and called Cthulhu over the invisible pen.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm writing this. The shadows seem to stretch longer and deeper today, wrapping around me like a shroud. I woke up on the cold metallic floor of Side 47, disoriented and alone. The air was thick with an unsettling silence, as if the entire facility held its breath. Where is everyone? The usual buzz of activity, the sound of footsteps, the hum of conversations, was conspicuously absent. A sense of dread settled in my gut, twisting like a coiled serpent.
Very much.
Pushing myself up.
This is great prose from Alex. It is like.
Oh god, journal. Your mic got terrible. What the fuck?
I'm sorry. I was becoming Himu-sama.
Pushing myself up, I took a moment to gather my thoughts. The flickering overhead lights cast long, eerie. Oh my god, dude, get to the point. It's like this is like. Okay, I don't want to insult person because they might be a new writer, but I think people have this error sometimes where they try to make their prose and they just do too much. Like every sentence should still have a.
But it's also like
accomplishing anything
in universe. Why is he writing like this in his journal of the apocalypse? Why is he telling? Why is he using metaphors and similes and whatnot?
Yeah, it's just like too much. Just get to it. It feels like filling the page. I glanced down at my uniform, wrinkled and dirtied. What had happened? My mind raced with questions. I had to find answers. Alright.
Okay, I'll take over.
You're next.
10:02 a.m. Wait, this is all like hour to hour?
No, it's like the guy waits 40 minutes before his next entry.
I navigate the sterile hallways, each step echoing in the unsettling stillness. The only sounds are the faint hum of the ventilation system and the distant drip of water, almost mocking in their normalcy. As I venture deeper, an odd sensation prickles at the back of my neck, like an invisible force urging me forward.
It's the pen.
It's breaking the back of his neck.
I'm going! I'm mightier than the sword, you know.
Wait, if I know Braille, there's writing on the invisible pen. 057. There's a new law. One of Cassie's fan club is an invisible pen.
It's the one that's sure, right?
Wait. Imu-sama's calling up the fucking 05 council like, one more thing. I want Cassie.
What is she wearing today? Decide.
It's like,
sir, the bird's eating the world. Hold on, we have priorities.
Like a disco outfit. Lord Emu, that's quite out of date. It doesn't matter.
Blow up a continent about it.
Then I stumble upon it, a dusty floppy disk lying on the ground, nearly camouflaged against the sterile floor. I hesitate, torn between curiosity and trepidation.
Oh my god!
Someone 682, where are you? Something about it feels important, yet dangerous. My heart races as I pick it up, feeling its weight in my palm. An artifact from another time, the 80s. I wipe off the accumulated grime and hurry to a nearby computer terminal, my fingers trembling with a mix of anticipation and fear.
This guy spends more time writing prose than like anything of value in his notebook. It's like 90%.
If you don't look at the implication here, is that it took him like 40 minutes to put the disc in.
It's because it's only been 40 minutes because like this dude, everything is a task to him because he has to live tweet it.
Yeah, his hands are always shaking. He's always on the verge of a mental breakdown.
10:45 a.m. Inserting the disc, I navigate the outdated interface, the screen flickering to life with an unsettling glow. As I sift through the files, one document catches my eye, its title striking a chord of foreboding. End of the World, SCP-XXXX. I have a feeling this is supposed to say 8805.
Yeah.
My heart sinks as I begin to read. The document details an impending catastrophe, an event known as XXXX-1, an implosion of reality itself, threatening to consume everything. The last line sends chills down my spine. Containment breach imminent, evacuation advised. A heavy realization settles over me. I can't just sit idly by and wait for the end to come. Determined to act, I scan the file for any mention of a countermeasure, and there it is. -2, an Iron Maiden-like structure rumored to hold the power to prevent this catastrophic event. It's the result of an ancient ritual gone wrong, a remnant of a time when dark forces are tampered with by those who should know better.
11:30 a.m. With newfound urgency, I memorize the coordinates and race through the labyrinthine corridors. You do not have urgency, my guy.
He's like sitting there for 5 minutes thinking like, what's a good word for twisty turny corridors? Labyrinthine.
The world like collapsing. Each step echoes like
this is going to go in my memoirs.
My chest, the drums of liberation, amplifying my anxiety as I envision the world crumbling around me. My mind is...
Have you seen those edits of One Piece? I don't have context where it's like, Joy Boy has returned.
My mind is a torrent of forts when I say it like that. What will happen if I fail? How can I possibly save everyone? Finally, I reached the... I couldn't save a single person. Finally, I reached the cafe, a place that normally buzzes with laughter and camaraderie. Today, however, it feels like a mausoleum, just like Brooke, silent and foreboding. I approach the wall I read about, heart pounding as I recall the specifics from the document. With a deep breath, I push against a loose panel, and the hidden doorway creaks open, revealing a dark passageway. The earth feels electric, like Enel, heavy with an unnameable tension as I step inside. So I'm just naming One Piece characters at this point.
Yeah, this episode is just called the One Piece episode. Maybe Sobek will watch it. 12 p.m.
The podcast! The podcast is real!
Jesus Christ.
Can we get much
The moment
higher?
I enter... That is like from 6 months ago. We have to stop now.
I'm sorry.
You are old. It's sad. We have to put you down. The moment I enter, a blinding flash erupts around me, engulfing my senses. I feel an intense wave of energy wash over me, distorting my perception of time and space. I stagger, disoriented, as the room shifts and swirls, pulling me deeper into the unknown. The light pulses, and for a fleeting moment I feel weightless, as if I am suspended between worlds. Just as suddenly the light vanishes, and I find myself back in the cafe. I blink in disbelief, the familiar sounds of chatter and clinking dishes flooding my ears. Relief washes over me, but it feels short-lived. Something feels off. An underlying tension clings to the air like a thick fog.
Okay, so you got confused for a second. Is what happened in that last entry.
Yeah, this is like... I don't want to read this anymore.
We're
almost
done. We're almost done.
All right.
It's all 45.
Yes,
this is like much harsher than the review of the first one. 12:40.
The first one didn't spend like most of the article with like just filler. It was very clear cut in what it did. This is the book.
This is literally One Piece filler where everything like it's dragged out rather than adding like filler episodes. Yes. As I turn to make sense of what just occurred, an overwhelming pressure fills my chest. It hits me like a tidal wave, a crushing force that leaves me gasping for breath. Didn't this just happen? My vision blurs.
Yes.
And the faces around... This is the recap. Faces around me fade in obscurity. Panic rises within me as I realise I'm slipping away, unable to grasp what is happening. In those final moments, I feel like a cacophony of voices swirling around me, concerned, confused, yet I'm unable to respond. I want to scream, me too, to cry out that I'm part of something much larger, something beyond my comprehension. My mind races with images of the world I leave behind, unaware of the doom that looms just beyond their perception.
1:15 p.m. What have I done? Was it?
How is he writing this when he's like in the void or whatever?
He's got his notebook.
He's just falling through like time, like scribbling in his notebook.
Was it the disc, the ritual? I feel a haunting clarity in my impending fate, as if I've unknowingly taken on the burden of a dark lake. Oh, fuck off. I have stepped into the role of a sacrifice without realizing it, my life intertwined with the shadows of those who came before me. The irony gnaws at me. Here I am, trying to save the world, and yet I will not
Was he trying to save the world? Did he go into the cafe and like no-clip it through the floor?
I don't fucking know. The darkness closes in as my consciousness begins to fade. You're writing this! I realize the weight of my choice. I sought to intervene, to stop the end, yet the end has already begun. The world outside remains blissfully unaware, caught in a web of normalcy that will soon shatter.
2 p.m. I don't know what I did, but it did something. Something terrible. And now I'm left here in this void, knowing that my story was just another whisper in the annals of the Foundation. A sacrifice no one will ever know. Did he sacrifice himself? Did he achieve something? I don't know. Notes.
This is my favorite note of all time because I have a feeling they got grit that yeah. Hey, you forgot that you left it as XXX and the grammar here is weird, and instead they just made a note.
The journal in -2 is speculated to be from a mirrored universe, hence why the journal has a weird form of grammar. This might also explain why it's called XXXX. Also, we don't have any records or proof of a Site 47.
This is base. Next time someone ever gives me Krillin writing, I'm going to add a note that says this is an alternate universe.
Yeah, so that note was... No, hold on. The note was there from the start, that why the journal has a weird form of grammar, so I guess they just jumped in front of that. But later they added the bit about XXXX, so that is the bit they noticed afterwards.
So... I can tell you why this was
I suspected, to be honest.
In the description?
What do you mean?
Oh, did you read the discussion?
Yeah.
It's AI generated.
Yeah, I suspected.
That makes sense because there's nothing happening here. I will take a short break to study what makes good skips. Like 10 minutes later, banned for posting AI generated material. How do you tell, though? Like, obviously, it makes sense when they hear that, but do they have, like, a way?
There's a vibe. Yeah. You can tell. When the really over-the-top prose with nothing actually happening.
Also, the fact that this has, like, proper CSS, but is, like, doo-doo water, and was posted same day. I'm gonna downvote that. Alright, so we don't have to be nice because this was AI, right?
Yeah, so no human will have their feelings hurt.
Yeah, this was like a... I can't believe I'm finally rating something lower than Bright's 001, but this was like a 0 out of 10. I'm sorry. This was like doo-doo ass water.
Well, don't be too mean, because Skynet might happen.
Because what?
Skynet might still happen, so be careful.
Skynet?
Yeah. If you mean about...
What's that?
You know what Skynet is. Fuck off. You know what Skynet is.
Grandpa?
Fuck off. I'm kidding. No.
Why would Skynet be mad at me? Oh, because of AI.
Yeah.
What if I didn't actually know what Skynet was? Would you kill me?
I would actually. That might be the end.
I know what the Terminator is. There's probably people who watch our podcast who don't, though.
No.
Think about that. God, how much longer do we have left? I actually have been wanting to return to SCP for a while if we want to do one more episode after this, but I think we should like actually pick a solid article to read and not just like random stuff, if you have anything in mind. I want to read a good SCP again. I want to remember that SCP can be good. What do you have? What do you have stored away?
I'll find something, I swear.
We could browse through old episodes and read a recommendation.
Sure, give some recommendations if you'd like in the comments. And because we don't read too many comments before the episode starts, whatever is recommended first, I will probably beg.
Yeah, you better be quick. Speaking of comments, shall we go check a look at them?
Let's check a look.
Hang on, give me one. Wow! For some reason, when I look up our channel, the first thing that pops up is the Stardust Crusaders episode. I'm not sure why that one.
Because I named it cleverly and stole clout.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Dino Tales says, I can't see my previous comments, so if there's two from me, that's
Dino Tales
anyway,
would have eaten a ancient Zoan type devil fruit and become a dinosaur person with surety. That's my thing. I'm going to tell people in the comments what devil fruit they ate.
We got a new moon, like a second moon, but I haven't noticed it outside yet. I'm seeing if there's any good pictures.
When are we landing on it?
Or not. Well, we won't have time. It's only around for one orbit.
That's how losers think.
No one's taken a photo of it yet, so it might just be too small.
Might be a hoax, yeah.
Well, it's not a hoax. It's happening. It's just like a little tiny rock.
I've not seen it. But anyway, Dino Tales ate the ancient Zoan type devil fruits. And you know what's the name of those tiny dinosaurs? And
Dilophosaurus or whatever the fuck.
The
ones that spit.
Compsognathus. They became a Compsognathus human.
I think Tinks will kill you.
Why?
If
they wanted the fruit, they should have eaten it first.
Danatel says, anyways, great episode, guys. Now, to celebrate the end of the Wikipedia trilogy, please go outside and look at the moon directly until you start to feel different. Also, there's a moon landing SCP, 4220. This one is hilarious, and I really think you should check it out. Oh, there we go. It's a DOA article, if you're curious. What's DOA?
Department of Abnormalities.
Ooh, don't you like that? We never read any of those, but I know you did a whole episode about it at some point.
Yeah, well, I like them, but I don't think they conduct very well. We did read a couple of them, actually, but it was a long time ago. And a lot of them do not translate super well to podcast format, I don't think.
That's fair. Daniel Zackheim says, can't wait for Tan and Darnell to read the wiki article for the JFK assassination and see if it fits into the lore.
Definitely ate the encyclopedia fruits, Paramensia type.
Are you going to assign them all devil fruits?
I'm doing, yeah.
What about hockey users?
Well, if I see someone who gives me a hockey as a vibe, I'll give them hockey.
Not a Swedish Skinwalker says, this random lore making is actually more entertaining than some of the SCPs you read. Love the episode.
I ate a mythical Zoan fruit, the Skinwalker fruit.
That didn't take you a lot of thought, did it?
Well, it's the goat. To be specific, it's the goat fruit model Skinwalker.
Sure. MT2K21 says, the Moon Talk reminded me of the Land of the Lustrous, the one with the rock girls. Hell yeah, brother. The manga ended, I think, this year, and the ending was a mindfuck. Like Fire Punch, each chapter bringing you closer to existential dread. I never got far enough in Land of the Lustrous to get to where it got fucked. I only ever got to where they're still running around and, like, interviewing all the rock girls. So people always talk about how like dope the manga is and how dark it gets, but I only know them like being happy and frolicking. So that's how the manga is in my mind. Have you seen the Overwatch X My Hero skins? Didn't know Dark Might was in there. What's Dark Might?
He's from the new My Hero movie. He's like an evil All Might imposter.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Also, where
you
do
know,
I
like
ask
when All Might's like next, it's your turn on TV. He's like, it shows him watching from prison. He's like, oh my god, he's talking to me.
I understood the subliminal messages. I'll kill the hostage.
It's like this random guy in prison's like, oh my god, he needs me to be the new All Might.
Also, where do I ask Aether questions? Is it on Patreon or the Special Officers Lounge channel while you're reading this Grandma Balls 2 or 4?
4.
Interesting. Nice. We have a thread in the Aetheral Space channel, the one that's just Aetheral Space. If you go to threads, there's an Aetheral Questions thread, and we check that. And then lastly, Shaithalia says, 2445, Tanoni channeling is inner Imperium.
I actually didn't give them a devil fruit. MT2K, your devil fruit is the...
Moon fruit?
Moon fruit, though, yeah. You become a moon person, a moon human. Your head turns into a moon.
Shaithalia also says, okay, I've been thinking about Monument Mythos, specifically its spin-off, since you started combining angels with the moon. But now this Richard Nixon mention is really reminding me of the series now, and that's because, well, he's got there apparently. The series is ridiculous in a good way. I don't think I've ever actually listened to Monument Mythos. I just vaguely know it exists.
I vaguely keep up from a distance. It's pretty good from what I understand.
You should explain it to me sometime.
Maybe I will. And by the way, you got the bird fruit model angel. So that's a mythical zone
Nice.
type. Very rare. Congratulations.
All right. Well, I think that's it for this episode. Not our greatest work, but we should read a good SCP next week.
What would you rate this episode?
I rate this episode a 4 out of 7.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I guess we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.